And we're back live here at AIBC. This place is buzzing. It's happening. We got a queue of people for interviews. We can't even take a break. Trying to go to the bathroom. There's a line for the men's bathroom. No line for the women's bathroom. What does that tell you about tech, right? I have with me here Arvin. He's with Sold Out NFTs. You have a pretty cool project from what I saw as well. I think you're speaking here. Tell me a little bit about the project and what brought you here to AIBC.
Yeah, so obviously I'm speaking at 3-4 panels today. And so Sold Out NFT is an incubator for NFT projects, for technically Web3 projects, but majority of the stuff we've done is NFT projects. And then we also have a marketing agency where we take on projects, build a community for them, and then get them mainstream, sell out the projects. So that's really what we do.
Well, that's pretty cool. So you're an incubator for Web3 projects. How long have you guys been doing that?
So 2021, that's when, so my background for people, if they don't know, so I actually was working at a research lab doing psychology. And I have a paper, like an actual psychology paper with my name on it. So I was really used to actually reading a lot of papers, being very like empirical in the approach. And then I got into working with public companies doing their paid media. So up to 500K a month. And then up until 2021, and then there was this Italian artist. He came to me and I said, hey, you do these paid ads for these public companies. Can you sell out basically his project with paid ads? I did that in a week, and then that was my claim to fame. I got into this market back 2021 and worked with a lot of projects, advised a lot of projects. I have my unpopular, let's say, approach in doing things, and also, it also works. So, yeah.
And you're based here in Dubai.
Yes.
How long have you been here?
Actually, I've been coming back and forth since 2009, where Dubai looked very different. But prior to this, I was actually in Vancouver, Canada.
Oh, wow.
And just very recently just moved from Vancouver. I like the weather here, the culture, safety. There's a lot going on here. Also, Vancouver, Canada has a lot of problems. So
it does.
Yeah.
Canada's a mess.
Yeah.
I mean, we're a mess in the US, but Canada's worse.
Yeah. Exactly.
Really. I mean, that's it's a nice setup they have here. I've been coming here for years as well. Not that long, but for quite a while. Great place. They let us come here and make money and meet people and do business here. And I know we're very appreciative of it, and I'm sure you are as well. So Sold Out NFTs. What's your main focus here? What's your objective at AIBC?
Right. So, I mean, AIBC and all these other events is really just educating the masses so they get into the industry. It's not necessarily they're going to become my client right now, but I see this is my industry, right? So I want to get people involved in the industry. So that's my way, just my contribution. And then my focus right now is a lot of Web2 companies, giant companies. So we have one in like entertainment that they want to get into Web3. And we want to make sure that they come in without, basically embarrassing themselves, without, just looking like they don't know what they're doing, and just actually being successful, integrating really well, build a community, and then just get the blessing from the Web3 community as well. Like, we have every resources under the sun for Web3, but a Web2 company, let's say Porsche, I talked about it a lot today, they came in without any advices from Web3.
Right.
And I'm not saying they failed, because failure and success is, just a socially constructed definition. We have our own definition, but they didn't have any Web3 advisors. So we're trying to do that. We're trying to be that person. We're trying to be that company for them coming in, them actually feeling it's a smooth transition coming into this industry, not kind of tiptoeing around it, because that is also not good. So going in and just feeling confident.
Nice. And do you have any projects that are here?
Here in Dubai?
Or here at AIBC?
AIBC, yeah, actually, there is at least one or two. There's one that's a gaming company. Their mint is live. It's going. And then there's another one that we haven't started working with them, but they're also a gaming company. It's a gaming on the blockchain.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we haven't met them here, but I actually brought them myself. I was curating some of the speakers,
Nice.
so I brought them here too, so they can get more exposure.
Cool. And so what are your panels today about?
Panels. Okay, so we had Rise of the NFTs. I started the NFT path this morning.
Nice.
And then the VCs, why they invest in the Web3, why they don't invest. We talked about the mass adoption, Web3 coming through. Let's say, Reddit came in with 3 million wallets, more than OpenSea accumulated over years. So OpenSea, just for the reference, is about 2.3 million.
Yeah.
And then Reddit came in with 3 million active wallets in this market, in the bear market, right? So how does that work, right? So how do these big giant companies get into Web3? So those are some of the topics. There's a lot of conversations about AIs.
Yeah.
But again, this is the hypey side of things, right? So just like 2021, NFT became hypey, but digital art existed years before. AI existed years before. ChatGPT got it really popular. And then now if you see a lot of people, just anything they talk about, it's just all about AI, right? So that seems like the coolest topic. And then NFTs is more like the use cases, and then using it without actually telling people you're using it. Like that's the cool thing about NFTs.
Nice. So what is like some projects that you think in the NFT space or the Web3 space, or some angles maybe that are really hot? Like if you wanted to drop like maybe 2 tips.
Yeah, I mean, I actually predominantly I like the whole mission of like the starving artist notion going away because of the NFTs. Because now they have a new platform, new way of actually cutting the middleman.
I know wealthy people that are doing the NFTs. Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course.
Wealthy artists.
Well,
they're not starving anymore.
Yes, yeah. No,
they might be now.
Yeah,
but they weren't a year ago.
It's true, exactly. So there's that, right? So I like that. But then also use cases like the counterfeit tickets, for example, right? So Ticketmaster talking about bringing NFTs. I like, for example, McLaren. So Porsche maybe didn't do it as great as other people would perceive it to be, but McLaren came in with this strategy. They launched on a chain, first of all, Tezos, that doesn't have as much traction as other ones. So that's also interesting. But the cool thing is the way they did the launch, right? So they came in with this idea. It's like, okay, you can buy multiple parts of the McLaren, and then you can, if you have all these NFTs, you can build your own car, right? So that's cool. Yeah. Right? All of a sudden, you're like, okay, I like the car. Yeah. Now I want to actually buy these NFTs and just like collect them, just as a collector, but also want to create something with it. Right. So it's that interactive feature of it. So yeah, can people find something that's that makes sense to the Web3 people, get the blessing from the Web3 people? I think that's really good. And then also just having advisors, right? Finding people who are in this space. We're also ourselves, like always a student ourselves, we're learning, right? We come here, we sit on other people's panels, right? We listen to what they say. Yeah. So I say, just finding the good angle, just like McLaren example, and then also just having right people by your side, let them help you. There's no, like even us, when we go launch a big collection, we get advisors too, right? Yeah. So we if you go on a chain we haven't been on, like Wax, for example, recently we got on, we found a person who has like 1.5 million worth of NFTs on it. We're like, hey, we want to do this with you, right? So like that. So having advisors, having people who know what they're talking about.
Well, good advice, guys. Okay, hear that, because that's some good stuff. So really cool. So then you're living here, you're at AIBC now. What does the rest of the next 10 days or 8 days look like? I guess Ramadan starts on the 21st, or something like that?
Yeah, so right after this, we're going to Crypto Expo in Romania.
Oh, wow.
And then I'm speaking at least 3-4 panels over there. Yeah. And then bunch of interviews, bunch of people we want to do business with. They're launching their NFT collections. We want to just meet them in person. Nice. And then coming back to Dubai for another event. It's a family office event, right? And then right after that, there's another event in Dubai. So just this month is kind of back to back. And it's cool. Like I don't usually travel as much anymore, unless it's like a specific events. But when events are in Dubai, I want to go and meet people, just like yourself, and connect and have synergies with people.
Amazing. What's your social media website? How do people find you?
So Sold Out NFTs. That's SOLD outnfts.io, so sold out NFTs or .com either way. And then socials, Sold Out Secrets. So that's our show. We have a weekly show.
Oh, wow.
So SOLD SECRET, Sold Out Secrets. And then on socials myself, Arvin K NFT. People can find me as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, of
Thanks
course.
so much for
Thank you for
coming
having
on. Yeah. We will see you soon.